Time truly flies, and nowhere is that more evident than in the life of young Prince Louis of Wales. On April 23, Prince William and Princess Catherine's youngest child turned 7 years old. In just a few short years, Louis has captured the hearts of millions with his cheeky charm, expressive face, and undeniable royal charisma. While still very much a child, Louis has made his mark in ways that feel both refreshingly ordinary and deeply regal, a rare balance that makes him so beloved. As the youngest sibling of Prince George and Princess Charlotte, Louis may be third in the line of Cambridge children, but he's often first in sparking joy across social media feeds and family photo albums. Whether he's clapping enthusiastically on the royal balcony or pulling faces at official events, Louis never fails to remind us that even in the structured world of monarchy, children will be children. On his 7th birthday, we take a look back at the moments that made us laugh, smile, and collectively say, "That's so Louis." 1. The balcony star of the Platinum Jubilee. In 2022, the UK celebrated Queen Elizabeth II's Platinum Jubilee, a historic event marked by pomp, pageantry, and a surprise star, Prince Louis. While most royals stood stoically on the Buckingham Palace balcony during the Trooping the Colour fly past, Louis stole the show with his dramatic reactions. As the jets roared overhead, he clapped his hands over his ears, made hilarious faces, and even screamed with pure, unfiltered energy. The moment was captured on countless cameras and quickly went viral, with many dubbing Louis the real MVP of the Jubilee. Rather than being seen as misbehaving, Louis's reactions were embraced. Why? Because they were so relatable. Who hasn't been overwhelmed by noise, or simply gotten bored during a long public event? In those few seconds, Louis became the symbol of childhood honesty, a refreshing contrast to the formality of the occasion. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. 2. His famous antics during the pageant. Just when we thought the Jubilee couldn't bring us more Louis gems, he surprised us again during the Platinum Jubilee pageant. Sitting in the royal box with his family, Louis had the internet in stitches with his antics. He pulled faces, stuck out his tongue at his mother, danced in his seat, and even tried to climb on his grandfather, King Charles, then Prince of Wales. It was chaos, but the most adorable kind. Catherine, ever the composed Duchess, handled it with grace and patience, offering a masterclass in parenting on the world stage. The pageant revealed something more profound. Louis, despite his title and position, is growing up in a family where expression isn't stifled. His antics showed that while tradition is honored, individuality isn't suppressed, a refreshing message for the modern royal family. 3. His sweet birthday portraits. Each year, royal birthdays come with a highly anticipated tradition: new portraits. And with Louis, these portraits always offer a glimpse of his playful personality. From riding a bicycle in his 3rd birthday photo to frolicking on the beach last year, Louis's pictures feel candid, natural, and heartwarmingly familiar. Often taken by his mother, the Princess of Wales, who is an accomplished amateur photographer, these portraits show a boy who is full of energy, curiosity, and joy. The images often trend on social media, as fans marvel at how fast he's growing, how much he looks like his siblings, or simply how adorable he is. The portraits offer more than visual updates. They tell stories. Stories of childhood milestones, seasonal changes, and family bonds. 4. A cheeky charmer at every event. Over the past few years, Prince Louis has attended more public engagements, and with each one he brings his unique flair. Whether it's confidently shaking hands with staff at a scout center or playfully pushing a wheelbarrow during charity work, Louis brings authenticity to every appearance. One memorable moment came when he joined his siblings and parents for the Big Help Out in 2023. Wearing casual clothes and a determined expression, he got stuck into volunteer work with enthusiasm. From spreading sand to pushing wheelbarrows twice his size, Louis gave us a glimpse of his developing sense of responsibility and his willingness to get his hands dirty. It's this mix of cheek and charm that keeps the public enamored. He's polite yet playful, proper yet unpredictable. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. 5. Louis the Little Brother. While many headlines focus on Louis's solo moments, some of his most heartwarming appearances are alongside his siblings. The dynamic between George, Charlotte, and Louis is a joy to watch. He looks up to George, shadows Charlotte, and often brings lightness to their trio. At formal events, we've seen George act as the responsible older brother, while Charlotte often keeps Louis in check with a protective glance or gentle nudge. Louis, in turn, seems to enjoy pushing boundaries just enough to make his siblings and the world smile. Their bond is genuine, and it paints a picture of a tight-knit family. Their interactions, sometimes serious, often silly, give the monarchy a softer, more relatable image. 6. The nation's youngest mood board. What's fascinating about Prince Louis is how he has become a cultural icon. Not for what he says, he rarely speaks in public, but for how he acts. His expressions have inspired countless memes, TikToks, and fan edits. From his exaggerated yawns to his dramatic side eyes, Louis has become the nation's youngest mood board. People see their own children, nephews, or younger selves in him. He doesn't need a royal title to connect with the public, his expressions do the talking. And in an age of curated perfection, Louis reminds us that joy often lies in imperfection. His authenticity is his superpower. 7. A glimpse into the future. At just 7 years old, Louis has a long journey ahead. He isn't expected to take on the crown, and that gives him a unique kind of freedom. Like his father Prince Harry once had, Louis may enjoy more space to carve out his identity, perhaps as an artist, a conservationist, a sportsman, or something else entirely. But whatever path he chooses, it's clear that he will grow up with the love and guidance of a strong modern royal family. William and Catherine have shown time and again that they value both tradition and emotional intelligence. They are raising children who are grounded, confident, and connected to the world outside palace walls. Louis's charm, confidence, and natural humor suggest a future filled with potential. Whether he chooses a life of service or something more private, he will likely remain a beloved figure in the national imagination. Why the nation loves him. So, why does the nation love Prince Louis so much? It's because he reminds us that even in the grand world of royalty, there is room for mischief, giggles, and authenticity. He's a prince who pouts, dances, claps too loud, and makes faces during flyovers, and that's exactly why we adore him. He reminds us of our own children. He lightens formal events with spontaneous energy. And most of all, he shows that behind the protocol there's a real family raising real kids. As Prince Louis turns 7, the love for him only grows. Not because of his title, but because of who he is, joyful, mischievous, and completely himself. Happy birthday, Louis! The world is lucky to watch you grow. Subscribe the channel to get such videos.